Finally got some good pictures of old Hootie. And the little pond, they're just running everywhere. And they're comical in themselves. And old Bruiser, he's still on the move. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the Foothills of the Smoky. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. Now, it's been hotter than a warm morning stove. I'm telling you, it is so hot. I miss the rain. I sure do. And we could use them too. But anyway, the little animals seem to be tolerating it. But the heat's affecting the birds a little bit. They don't seem to be singing as much as they did. But the animals is moving around pretty good. Got some pretty good pictures of the old owl, even at the pond. So I want you to relax, enjoy yourself, and let's see if our little friends has been up to this week. Who stepped in front of the camera? Now these little old ponds, they just having a good time. Growing up, running and a jumping. And up on the ridge, there's old Yeller. He's doing some serious hunting, I guess. And Mommy with her doe, their little ponds. They're comical. Watch it. Growing like wheat. Beautiful little animals. But they don't get too far from Mom. She keeps an eye on them. And you just liable to see them anywhere. They've done got used to these cameras. They don't pay no attention to them, but they are nervous. And they just running everywhere. Exploring a new world. Now here's a comical picture of a little fawn made friends with a little rabbit. Reminds me of an old cartoon movie, don't it? The little fawn won't know where'd you go. Little rabbit left. And these bucks, you see them anywhere. They got some nice racks on some of them. What comes in front of the cameras, I know there's some big ones in here. And they're starting to do some rubbing too here and there. They're just getting started. Get that velvet off of them. They browse just like the does do. That looks like he's got battle scars on him. And they know what to eat. Look here. Old doe just eat that mushroom like it ain't nothing. They know what to eat. They know what's edible in these forests. Just passed down to them. And there's old Dirty Dan up in the woods. What's he doing up in there? And that looks like old Sidewinder just before dark. He's always on the move. But he's trying to survive, ain't he? And there's old Yeller coming down the ridge, down in the rocks. Still hunting. And old Ricky, he has to make his showing. This is his little area here. You're liable to see him anywhere though. But they're mostly in the trees now. The nuts is ripe. And there's little old Chucky the ground squirrel. Or you can call them chipmunks. And the deer come through here too. They just interact with each other. The little does down here in the cedars, late in the evening, down there too. Now there is old Bruiser. My camera messed up. That's all I got, old Bruiser, this week. And back up the rock, there's old Dirty Dan. It's just too hot for him. He's going back to lay down. That cool rock. But he's out later. He's got to go do some foraging himself. You know, Ricky, he's fooling around up here. Likes his famous little perch here. He likes this log. I always like to sit up on it. And them old ponds, they just running everywhere. Out on the trail. There they are, just running back. Just breaking them legs in, I guess. But they settle down. They just playing. The old bucks, they ain't playing. They just biding their time. Down at the pond, it's so peaceful. There's a pond down here at the pond. Now, I caught something on cameras here that I thought was weird. I said, what in the world is that, a turkey or what is that? But that's an owl. A big old great horned owl, hoot owl. And man, he's a mean looking one. He must have had a squirrel for dinner or he's just cleaning himself here. And I mean, this is one scary looking horned owl. Look at him. Got a mean looking face, don't he? I'd hate to shine a flashlight in that eye at night. Mean looking. Well, back out in the woods, here's another strange picture. Now, these are just a herd of doe just before dark going through the ridge. But I noticed something on it. Did you see that right there that went by? Like smoke or something, or a mist? It's almost 100 degrees here, index. How could it be any smoke or steam or anything? I showed it again right here. I'll stop it right here. Now watch this. What is that? Like smoke or mist went by. That's another strange, unexplained. That's all I can tell you. And when it got dark, the old coon's coming off. There comes old Willie through on the trail. And guess what? Old Sidewinder's trying to keep up with him. One eye and crippled. Bless his heart. And there's old Willie coming back down the trail. But old Sidewinder's trying his best just to stay up with Willie. Bless his heart. The old coons, oh, as they mosey through, they run into these cameras. They gotta check them out. That's just their nature. A little old pond running through, dark. But don't worry. Mommy and the other gang's right not far away. They're watching that. But so's the old coyote. They have to watch out for him, old Charlie. Sorry, Charlie, not tonight. And here's the log. Old Stripe. Flash. It's one of what you want to call him. Beautiful little skunk. Now, I ain't seen the regulars. Snowball. Lightning. Ain't seen them. Wishbone. But they're around. They just ain't in front of the camera. Here's old Rocky 2 moving through. And there's old Willie moving through, just easing on through. Where's his buddy at? Oh, here he comes. Sidewinder's coming back. And up on the trail, old Willie just moving on through. And here's old Sidewinder, trying to hold it in the road, fishtailing. Bless his heart. And down here in the cedars, got a good picture of old Hootie. Big old hoot owl. You can hear him here. This is his sound. He's got young, as she does, training them. That's what she's calling to. They're not hooting, they're calling her young. Trying to train them. Well, back up the rock. There's old Flash. Moving through. There's old Willie. And there's old Sidewinder. He ain't far behind somewhere. Now down at the pond, them coons are there every night. He said hi tonight. Hello there, buddy. They're always on the pond. Never fail. You just can't see them. They go back to prowling for these frogs and grubs. This is their favorite little hole. And they just disappear into them weeds. But don't worry, them weeds will be going away real quick. Come dawn, there's a little old fawn, the twins, up on the ridge. There's no buck on the trail. Liable to see them anywhere. They're beautiful animals. And the little old fawns, they just having a good time, beasts are young. The twins, I haven't seen the triplets, but I know they're here somewhere. There's so many sets of twins and singles. I can't keep up with them unless I mark paint number on them. They browse these woods, these ridges, all day, all night. But anyway, it's time for the little squirrels. They're more in the trees now, I've noticed, than they are on the ground. Because the nuts are coming in, especially these hickories and some of these old chestnut oaks, the acorns off of them. The deer's getting them as soon as they hit the ground. But I say, he's saying, well, hope nobody watched me drop that nut. They're comical. They're always prowling. Some nuts are ripe, some ain't. They'll find them. They browse around through these trees and woods all day. All day. Well, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week, guys. I hope you enjoy these little videos of nature. You never know what will step in front of these cameras. So I want to thank you for watching. God bless every one of you, and tune in next week. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.